And hello everybody, let's see if you can hear me, but it is I, Roguescaper, returning from SASCon, the northernmost part of North Carolina, feeling refreshed, revigorized, and reimagined, I'd like to say. Either way, I'm back here today. I have a box from the Customscaper, who is in chat with us today. I don't know really what's in it, so it could be, as I joked before, a bomb, but I think it's going to most likely be figure-related things. But no, I hope everyone's been doing well. I missed you all last week. I was on a plane, so that's why there was no Skyline stream, unfortunately. But let's see. Yeah, it's been a good time. New year. Just been kind of prepping things for some videos I've been making, and we've made some. I think those of you tuned into my last stream, I was painting historicals. We made a lot of progress on those. They're about finished. I just have one unit left to get done. For those of you who are fans of the channel, I'll give you a hint of what's in the works here. I think you all mentioned tanks as being a possibility for historical units. I decided I agree with you and found a tank that was appropriately Heroscape sized. So things are in the works. I'm just yammering on, waiting for people to catch on, but I'm ready to crack open this box. It's been in my house for like 2 weeks, and just the schedule has not aligned for me to open it up and see what's in here. I'm gonna open this up like a madman because that's what I am. So 3 different things in a box. I'm a person who hates closed boxes, so this has been absolute torture for me just to have an unopened box all this time. Let's see what we got here. We have... Ooh. Looks like we have some scatter terrain. Looks like it's some stone scatter terrain. This will be great for my D&D campaigns, or I can convert it to Heroscape terrain. Honestly, it would fit pretty well if you put some hexes on here. We got some more of that. Really love this. This will work great for... I'm always looking for terrain. Especially staircases. Those are hard to have good ones of. I think this is as far as my camera goes. Oh, I think it all connects. I'll probably have to figure out how to assemble this. Oh yeah, it's all piecemeal together. That's great. Modular and put together. Okay, we have a leg and an arm, probably belonging to something that we'll find later. Stream is laggy, kind of, by the way. The cam is okay. I'll have to look into that. I think just with the cold weather approaching, internet might be a little laggy, so we'll do the best we can today. But let's see, we got this bag right here. Some scatter terrain, it looks like. Always like having that for my campaigns. These are great. We have a well with perhaps a wellspring at the bottom. More scatter terrain. We have a hand here, another hand here, perhaps belonging to something. But also, honestly, I appreciate all of this because I don't like printing scatter terrain because it's just always like on the bottom of my to-do list, and this is nice to have, especially the barrels and stuff for my players to hide in. I really like this. Thank you so much. Ooh, a ladder. Quick, someone give me an obscure ladder fact. Got that right there. Looks like a piece of a shield. Some more barrels and bardings and such. Well, appreciate it, the Customscaper. This is all cool stuff. It's definitely going into my collection here. I don't know why the camera's a bit laggy. I'll have to troubleshoot that in just a second here. Oh, this is great. Definitely will do a stream where I paint this one time. I don't do a lot of terrain. Honestly, I'm not the best at terrain, and I would like to get better. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just dry brushing, but I just don't have a lot of experience doing it. These are probably pretty good as is. You could do some detailing, but probably won't paint these. Maybe the chest. I like painting chests. They almost this one reminds me of like a Hero Quest chest almost, which is a pretty fun game. It's kind of like the grandfather of Heroscape in a way. This is great. Thank you. I think we have more stuff to open. There's a lot more. Okay. So we have some giant dragon wings. I'm excited to see how this all puts together. I do love me a big old dragon. I have a whole dragon shelf. What's up? Welcome, more pig. We are unboxing some stuff sent to me by the custom scapers. So we are just kind of seeing what mysteries lie within. We have some more terrain. This is great. Oh, this is a really good piece. Honestly, we'll use this piece a whole bunch, probably individually, just because I like anything with multi-levels. Am I still streaming? Did I get lost here? His tail broke off. Nothing a little super glue can't fix. Oh, this is great. This is like an old school dragon here. I like this. What system is this from? Oh yeah, that's an easy mold back on. I can definitely fix that. Careful, that's not a mimic. Yeah, definitely. I have gotten tricked by a few mimics in my time. Oops, just hit my camera with the wings. But I'm gonna kind of glue this all back together just to make sure it's really stable. But the wingspan on this thing, I love this dragon. This is great. This is definitely going up on my dragon shelf as a reminder to my players to behave. Oh, this is actually really nice. I'm running a Old Western campaign, and I've been in dire need of a Hangman's Noose model. So this is really nice. I love this. It's WizKids, I do believe. Oh, it's old. It's got that that thing. Let's see. We got this here. And we have a Manticore. 5x5, all good. Ooh, I love the colors on this. I like the little specks of red through the wings. Is this the one that you want, or is it another one? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I'm saying things correctly here. Get the green stuff. Yep, I got some. I'll model it back on. But great paint job. Love to see it. And this one says, please paint up as Morrow. So this one has a request on it. I'm gonna make sure it's okay to open this one. Let's see here. Oh, the Soulborgs as Morrow. Okay. That'll be tricky to do, just because there's not a lot of crevices, but I will see if I can make it happen for you. That's the giveaway. Oh, the Manticore. Oh, the cat. Yeah, the kitty cat. Yeah, so we can certainly look to offer this up as a giveaway, although I wouldn't mind having it on my shelf as well. And paint these up as Morrow. That is a challenge, but I'll see what I can do with it. One of these days, I'll just do a whole Morrow live stream where I'll just paint everything up as Morrow. And oops, all Morrow. I like I don't know if this is intentional or not, but I do like the little blue on the Deathwalker's armor plating. So I'll definitely be posting details on giving away this Manticore. And Raylan unhandily. And thank you so much. So just to kind of put it all here. I'll have to get the green stuff out for this and piece it together, but this is a big old drag. I appreciate this. This is so nice. I like getting stuff in the mail. It's one of my... I'm like looking forward to February where I just have a whole bunch of new Heroscape packages to unpack and open. And I think this all gets put together as a sort of modular type deal. So I struggle to put this all together live on stream. I'm sure I'm doing this wrong. I'll figure it out. Oh, there we go. It's like a broken... Oh, wait. Maybe... I don't know. It goes together some way. I'll figure it out. But no, I really appreciate this. This is so kind. Cards should be in the white box. Okay, there might be a high-pitched noise. Our heater's been acting up a bit. Okay, so that's the box part of the stream. Now we go into the back to our regular scheduled program here, and we'll do some painting. Should I work on Decker first, or should I work on the Blimp Boy a little bit? Chat deafens. Let's see, did I lose my Blimp Boy in the midst of all that? There he is. Whoop. Okay, I'm going to paint Decker first. Oh, Blimp. I'm going to paint Blimp first. The chat has spoken. Alright, so I have painted like the base layers of this Blimp. I have detached them, and I plan on gluing them back together, but honestly, it's a pain in the butt to paint this with the Blimp attached. I did drop the Blimp and break it, so I'll definitely have to put like some wires out, and because I lost the piece as well, so I'll have to put some wires out on that little part here, and try to make it look like it was intentional. I mean, Ned Nesbitt is definitely prone to breaking his Blimp, so it makes sense. Man, I wish he was cool. I wish he was better stats, at the very least. Okay. Well, now everything's all misplaced from my unboxing shenanigans, but I'll get back together here. And now another vote for Decker, just to make things complicated. We'll switch back and forth. I plan on getting some color on both these today, so hang tight. Actually, speaking of hanging tight, I'll be right back as my paint cup is not here. And you need water to paint, so au revoir for now. So that's to know that everything didn't catch on fire while I was away. Alright, so we'll just kind of tidy up Blimp Boy here for a bit, and then we'll work on Decker. So we're taking some camo green and just filling in these base layers. Paint both up as Team Rocket from Pokemon. Probably won't, just because I would prefer to prime it in white if I was going to do that, just because I don't want to be here all day. But that is a good idea. I do like that idea. This Decker will be a giveaway as well that I plan on giving away when I'm all done with it, as well as a Thyraxis, just as a way to say thank you to all those who watch. More details to come. I'll make a separate video about it, explaining all the details. But so if you don't have a Thyraxis or a Decker that's painted, now may be your chance to get one for free. The prop is silver, not red. Oh, for the blimp? I'll have to look back into it. I think I've seen someone paint a really good Team Rocket blimp already. I'm for the what's the name of the unit? The new Dinosaur Rider unit. I'm definitely painting it in Team Rocket schemes. Make it look like a Granados. And the guy on top is Team Rocket. Team Rocket's blasting off once again. If he was a cat, I would definitely go with that. Make him painted like a Meowth. Prop is silver. Is that referring to the propeller? Alright. And we're going to get some burgundy. But some burnt red from Pro Acryl. I'm going to base down his little scarf. Nice pop of red. There you go. That might be why it's lagging, but it could be for a completely different reason. Hope everyone's staying warm with the cold front coming in. It's supposed to be pretty nasty out there. Yes. Dominate, yes. Oh, for the... let me look up the Team Rocket blimp here. Now, are you talking about like the Pokemon Go blimp that's like black with a big R, more like the Meowth style blimp? Which one are you envisioning? Or maybe it's a completely different one. Yes, Pokemon. Okay, yeah, the black and red one. No, I do like black as an idea for a Blimps game. I'd be a bit more into that. I wasn't willing to freehand a whole Meowth. But this one's pretty well painted. I do have another Zed Nesbitt, so I'll have to consider it, but I might just paint that one the same as well and do that one as a giveaway. I'm not sure yet. But I'm penning all these ideas for future use. Let's see here. Eight to 12 inches in Pittsburgh. Wow. Yeah, it's coming our way. We're expecting to be snowed in here. So, good news is I'll be getting lots of video-related stuff done because I won't be able to work. Bad news is I'll be stuck inside the home for a few days. So, it's a good and a bad. I used to play Pokemon Go a whole bunch back in the day. Like I was day one player. And they just made some really bad updates that like are really just not user friendly. At least at the time. It was kind of like post COVID. They got rid of a lot of the like quality of life updates that made me mad. So I stopped playing. But I liked it. It kept me walking all. I probably should go back to playing it just because I walk so much for my job all day. Like, I walk like 50 miles a week for my job, so I at least be hatching those eggs. People freaking out here as well as Evansville. I can't imagine. I'm glad I got out of North Carolina when I did. I can, because it snowed a little bit over there, and people were a little suspicious of it, but I know Sir Heroscape got like delayed by 5 hours leaving there, so it could have been not fun. So I'm glad my flights went well, and all was good. So we got a slight update. There we go. Just a little bit more light. How did I do at SASCon? I did all right. I had a pretty rough start the first couple days. I just kind of didn't plan armies very well for those events, so I was like not doing too well. But I picked up towards the end. My final record was 9 out of 17 games won, so I'll take that. A little over 50% is a good place for me to be. And SASCon has such a high density of. I didn't realize it was going to be like great players all there. Like there was in the mix like Sir Heroscape, Chris Perkins, Mega Silver, Wondu Nox, Dundane. So many like I'd say it's probably the top 5% of players were just concentrated there. So I'm happy to be at a 50% win for that one. I really messed up for the Valkyrie trial. I just I tried something and I was trying to see how well Harks were just without any Ashigaru? The answer is not very good. I was like, oh, I could just have several squads of Harkabus and some other stuff, but that turned to be, I forgot it was more of a cheese event compared to just kind of a fun event. So everyone was bringing their tryhard armies, and I was woefully underprepared. So that one I went 0-5. Well, I guess 1-5 because I got a bye. So it was only up from there. I did a bit better towards the end. I made it to the semifinals for the last event, the Monster Mash event. So that was good. And I actually did all right in like one of their premier events called 7 Mat, and where it's like 7 different formats. But I started the first game as a loss because I had like some work stuff that came up, unfortunately. But I still won like 2 or 3 games in that, and one game was really, really close. So I did decently at that, and my team showing, like, we didn't make it super far, but we won some really key games. Like the team game was really, really fun. I think we won 2 out of 4 games. So is that what we were testing with Tails? I was testing for that event. I didn't run that one. I actually probably would have done better if I just kept to it. But no, I after I lost so bad with Tails, I just completely changed my army building, and that probably threw me for a loop because I think my army was kind of in the right direction. It just needed to drop some things and change some things around for the meta. But it's just, I just got really bad matchups too. I just was expecting melee bonding, and I kept on getting stingers, and stingers are my enemy. They are the death of me. And all the maps had trees, so stingers for defense are tough. But no, I had a great time, regardless of my standing. I never claimed to be a competitive player, but I do enjoy the competitive scene, if that makes sense. Like, I'm there to compete, but I'm not necessarily there to win. Was it new stuff only? It was kind of an interesting format. It was General Wars, but you could have up to 290 points of Renegade units outside of your General, but most people just played straight up classic spam. So that's kind of where all the drama kind of came from. Is that people just wanted to play their old stuff and not play the new stuff. But it all kind of worked out in the end. I'm glad it worked out, and I'm glad William is stepped into the role. So I think in the end it kind of worked out for everyone. And we're doing some bright gold and just adding some highlights to this metal here. That was risky. That was dangerous. I need to get myself a paint holder for double-sided things. That's on my list. Where did I put that? Can't wait to use chain grets. Oh, I'm so excited for. I just like the look of them. People are hating on them. I like how it takes grets in a different direction, but I get why people don't like them as well. But they look really fun. They're kind of that classic bread and butter feel, which is nice. I did into the future event at SESCON, and a lot of people were playing the new Necrotech Reavers. And those guys are pretty good. I was impressed by their standing. I got swamped by several people with them. So I kind of dismissed them earlier, but they showed me their strength. But it's going to be kind of tough, like going to a tournament with like a bag filled with different arms and stuff like that. Like, I wonder how people are going to kind of figure that one out. because they're cool. It's a cool design space. I really like it, but also I think practically people could run into some problems with losing the arms and such. You just can't get past blue skin orcs. Yeah, I guess for someone who's a bit into other games, then yeah, blue skin orcs is hard to get into. See, for me, I'm the other way around. When I see like green skinned orcs, I'm like, that doesn't seem right. Why aren't they blue? Welcome, Stroud. I don't know what the symbols mean, but is it a eclipse? But or signs of things to come. Hope you're doing well regardless. I love that they're mag. No, I like the designs. I'm always here for some orcs. Orcs are just too good, and I think people are just missing like how good these guys are going to be with like Imperial Arcane. Like just a ranged stomper that can just squish guys on uneven terrain is going to be pretty nice. Yeah, orcs I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to Thorman, just because I like the way he plays, even though he's a bit clunky and weird. But I would say the same thing about myself. So Thorman's going to probably be a unit I play too much and lose too much with. But I did pretty well with him in the OHS online games. He got me to the quarterfinal playoffs, where it's a weird format, but kind of the quarterfinals, you have to switch armies with your opponent, and I lost to it. So I guess if anything, that informs me of how strong he is. I don't think he's going to be good in cheese, just because he'll fall down to unlimited common span, but he's a lot stronger than he looks, and I'm really excited about just painting him. Was 40k player for 10 years works with your fashion. Yeah. That's how you can spot out the 40k players when they're bothered by blue works. It's you ousted yourself. But no, yeah, I get it. I think it's there just to make them feel different than standard orcs, but it's just kind of their own thing, I guess. It's a hard skin tone to fully replicate. Like I have a couple formulas for them where I'm pretty close. But it's not as easy. It's not as fun to layer up as blue. I mean, as green. Green is. Oh, those are sloppy. The magnet arm. Oh, yes. Yeah, put the magnets on them. That will be pretty... I'm hoping they fit pretty well. I hope it's snug and nice, but magnets may be the way to go in that regard. I'm so glad my heater wasn't working earlier this week, and thankfully it was a simple fix. Because I haven't been able to paint at all since I've gotten home, just because my garage has been 12 degrees, which is not ideal for painting. I was worried my paints were all going to freeze. Thankfully, most seem to be okay. Almost like silver for the arm pads better, but we'll roll with this. Let's get a nice brown here going. Just have to balance all the browns. It's the hard part. I could do a nice black belt. That might be a bit better. Let's get a little bit of black, a little bit of black blue. We're just adding a little bit of black lining to the actual I'm almost tempted to paint these like a different color. I'm not a super fan of the way this gray is looking. It looks a little flat to me. Maybe a green would go contrast, or a brown. I'll think on that. I don't know what I'm doing for this base yet. That's the part that's evading me. I'm tempted to just do like another, like get some cotton balls like Board Hero did, which I kind of like that idea, or paint a sky pattern on it, or just cut this off and get an acrylic standee. It's just, I wish it was clear. Alright, we're going to get a bit of bright yellow green and mix this with our camo green, just for some fun highlights. I might want to paint those gloves a different color as well. Got me a new shelf that I borrowed from my mom. Yeah, I'm on the hunt for better shelving and storage as the new wave of stuff coming out is about to deplete all I have. I have pretty good storage and stuff, but it's about gone now. I want something that will display really nicely behind me, but I just think my current setup doesn't allow for that too much. There we go. Just even filling some of these colors in is making this look just so much nicer. I think that's fur. I'll paint that as fur there. And we'll use just this pure yellow green, bright yellow green. You need new storage for all my stuff with some bags right now. Ooh, bags is tough. I recently invested in some storage totes, and it was a bit of an investment, but it's well worth it just to kind of have everything nicely where it needs to go. Like go into I went to my parents' house and played Heroscape there for New Year's. It was nice just being able to carry the boxes I need instead of like having to carry everything. We're getting there. This is actually the second blimp I think I've painted. I painted one for Tales of Valhalla a little bit ago. Alright, let's go on to Decker. I'll let that sit for a bit. Ba-bum. Alright, so we're starting with the blue-black for the helmet area. That might not show up too well because I'm black over black. There we go. At least you can see what I'm doing now. Now I'm just doing a nice solid base layer. It's tough because the actual like master of Decker and the box art are slightly different, so it's hard to kind of make it look exactly the same. I usually end up just kind of combining elements of both I like, which is fine. That's why you paint your things. You gotta customize it a bit. Gonna paint your Decker up from the colors of Magic the Gathering, red, green, and white. Oh, that'd be fun. I've never played Magic the Gathering, but I know a little bit about it. I think I would be very into it if I ever if I ever played it. I think I would be hooked, and I don't have room in the budget to be hooked on something like that. But it looks really fun. I like card building games and deck building games. Heroscape is kind of like a deck building game in the sense that each unit is definitely like a piece of your army, but it's not like truly that because, I mean, you get to know what you have in your army. But it does feel very similar to kind of like building a set of Heroscape is similar to building like a set of your deck. What's the best color to play for Magic? If I was just to start playing right now, what color should I play? Commander. Oh, Commander Decker. That's funny. If that's the joke you're making, or if you just answered my question. Either way, I found it funny. Alright, we'll get some of this angel green here. Can I get a little bit closer? I think I can. Alright. Yeah, it's hard to imagine that in a month from now. It's G.I. Joe's coming out next month. I don't even. There's so much stuff. I think. Oh, it's also the dungeons too. I think. I'm looking forward to that. Even though I have a decent amount of dungeons, I'm just glad everyone gets access to dungeons now, because that was the hardest terrain to have. It's also like the most like has a lot of impact on how a lot of units play, and it just looks the best. Like dungeon tiles are the best looking tiles, and I'll fight anyone who disagrees otherwise. What do you play in D&D? I am Dungeon Master typically is my role. If I have a chance to play, I like playing Wizards. I have enough, mainly because I'm a DM so much that I'm able to use my intelligence stat as a bit of meta knowledge in the game and not have to worry about like meta playing. because I'm just that smart. I would know what a troll does. But that or paladins. I really like playing paladins. Kind of just depends on the campaign. I like the idea of rangers, but they're just so bad I never play them. You build me a wizard deck. Ooh, I'll take it. Yeah, but I like wizards. I like just being able to do anything that I want via spells. And it's always fun. If your DM is nice and gives you spell scrolls, it gives you like a whole side quest. And wizards always have something to spend money on. Like it's fun. I don't like sorcerers, and ironically, my least favorite class to play is rogue. So they're just too sneaky for me. Would it be mono blue or multicolored? Hey, welcome Wolf Demon Lizard. Just saw you pop in. Sorry, I was focusing on painting Decker here. Hope you're doing well. And we're adding, I forgot to explain what color this was, but I actually don't remember what blue I chose. It's a army painter blue. Oh, I think it's, no, it's not wolf gray. I'll find it. I'll remember what it is. Oh, it's tidal blue. Tidal blue from army painters. That kind of the color we're using for highlights. But that's my name, red or blue, probably. Yeah, I'm not named after rogues from D&D. Originally, I'm a Star Wars fan, so when I was playing Battlefront 2 back in the day, I called myself Rogue after Rogue Squadron because I was really into like the book series and stuff like that about Rogue Squadron and the comic books and all the stuff they had. So I just called myself Rogue after that. So that's the origin of Rogue is after Rogue Squadron, not after the D&D class. Also, I just like to do things a little bit differently than some other people. And we're stippling on like extra layers here, just to really kind of give a sense of Decker really just being in the tunnels, working in the coal mines. Working in the coal mines. Oops, somebody slipped down. Alright, what's a good brown for Decker? With dark flesh here, noise. Maul trailer dropped today. I was pretty pumped about that. Definitely will be talking about it a lot more once it comes. But like, I get why people are burnt out by Star Wars. I sympathize, I understand, but I do just get excited for it. Like sometimes it's okay just to have a good time. And Star Wars fans have a tendency to be the worst. And I'm not going to say it's all perfect. Like there's some bad Star Wars media as of late, but there's also some good stuff. It's you kind of like got to keep on watching for the diamonds in the rough. Andor season 2 was pretty amazing from just a purely cinematic standpoint. You can say what you want. Oh, this isn't Star Wars, but it's too beautiful to deny. And the the words they speak are like poetry, and it just feels so visceral. Now, I don't think every Star Wars project needs to be like that, but I won't say I like it when Star Wars does put on its big boy pants and say, hey, we can tell complex stories and do it well. Live stream idea, me and you playing Magic the Gathering Arena. I would fail pretty badly, but I might do better than Heroscape, honestly. Games where I can plan things out a bit better are definitely a lot better than Heroscape. I had a game, I was playing Torkulna, and I whiffed, which happens, you know, whiff. I had height, so whiff 6 defense, and then another attack, whiff 6 defense, another attack, whiff 6 defense, another attack, whiff. I whiffed 4 times in a row, and yeah, that was not fun. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it. It's just, I'm surprised I lasted even 4 attacks whiffing. Hello, welcome Bill Flint. SaskCon was awesome. You know, we didn't take home any trophies, not too many prizes, but we had a blast. I just go to the conferences just to meet people, because a lot of Heroscape is just seeing, you know, talking to people online. So I just like to put faces to the names I see and go. From a social aspect, I had the time of my life. One of the runners, Jack, is just or Trivia Night is just a great person. They let me stay at their house for a night because I came in early, and just put on a really good event. The events were all the events were really fun. Nothing but good things to say about it. I just didn't do too well. But I beat some good players and lost some good players. If you follow the Star Heroscape at all, you'll see some pretty brutal losses against him. But I was just happy to be able to play. You lost with Deathwalker with Attack 2 coming at me. Yeah, I've lost more things than I care to admit to when I roll too many dice. I feel like the only thing that defends reliably is 2 defense figures. Everything else just kind of whiffs all the time. Like, that's why I like playing Nagrubs. I feel like they actually will do damage. Because if I lose a Nagrub, it doesn't hurt, and if I block it, it's usually pretty significant. But I'll be doing a more thorough review. My some of my recording equipment didn't I forgot some pieces of it, like tripods and stuff like that. So I wasn't able to do a lot of recording of the matches, unfortunately. But I'll be doing a retrospective of it and just talking about the events and what I played and how badly I did and how much of a good time I had, regardless. But it worked out. I was in an Airbnb with 8 or 9 other Escape players, so we're all in one spot. It was at a game store, so since I was getting so many buys from losing so much, I just bought some paints and was able to paint during my buys, which was nice. I wasn't painting my figures, but I had a buddy of mine there on the forum, Spartan, who had some figures lying around. I was like, can I just please paint these? I need something to paint, because otherwise I'm just going to be sitting around for an hour. So I painted their Garushia, and I painted their Lucia for them while I was waiting between matches. Which is nice. I was just happy to paint. But the planes went really well. Like, the travel part was really nice. I had half empty planes every time I went, so I wasn't having to sit next to people. And rental car was nice, and it was just a pleasant trip. I feel very refreshed and very reinvigorated. It was really cool, actually. People just came up to me and just said they watch my stuff and they appreciate what I do, and I like it. And a lot like the current Heroscape World Champion Nick Elder came up to me and says he likes to watch my stuff, which meant a lot to me. Did they ask you to hold any painting sessions? I was kind of flying in, so I was traveling pretty light. I didn't volunteer myself, and honestly, the events were running from 8 in the morning to 8 at night, so there wasn't a lot of downtime, but there was a lot of players there who just wanted painting advice, so I just kind of offered it for free. Someone won $50 store credit, so I helped them buy the requisite materials that they want to do to get started painting. So I was kind of more like a helpline, is what I was doing. So just able to kind of assist in some other ways with that, which is nice. I had a good conversation with Mike from ScapeCon about running my own event here in Kansas, and some stuff for ScapeCon, which I plan on doing, and still working out the details. But I think I'm going to be doing more of a paint and take this year compared to a standard painting course, as I won't be there for a long time, and I want to work out some details. What color are his pants? I think he has like a blackish blue pants, and his shirt is a gray, so we'll go with a dark gray here. Yeah, 2 attack against the Deathwalker is brutal. My brother-in-law, who I'm trying to get into the game, but he's having a hard time because his luck is abysmal. He wanted to play Deathwalker 7000. It's not a great unit, but it's like a casual game, so you can get away with it. He was attacked from range with a 1 skull, Deathwalker from range. That one rolls like 9 defense. 50, no, it just needs 1 shield to block with 7 defense, and he whiffed on that. So he learned a valuable but sad lesson: is that Deathwalkers will betray you eventually. But Trivia Knight himself can paint pretty well. So if there was any painting classes, I would have taken one from him. But it just didn't fit the schedule. But I was just happy to go play. I don't get to play too much, and like having to teach the classes is fun, but it does like take a lot of like focus and energy from me here. A little bit of dark silver as a base. Oops, about to slip down. I've painted a lot of deckers too. I think this is like my 7th decker I've painted. Not as many Thyraxes. I'm at I'm at like 13 or 14 Thyraxes at this point. Did you need to use wipers for your rental? Yes, I did. I knew that comment was coming from someone. Yes, I did have to use the wipers, but thankfully there was a newer rental, so it had a display that showed me my wiper level, which was extremely helpful because there was a quick moment where I could not figure out how to turn them off. So it's a modern invention that definitely that definitely assisted me. Yeah, I don't like driving new cars. I don't like driving in general. Like, that's not my favorite thing to do. And driving new cars really scares me in new places. So thankfully I didn't get any crashes or get lost, which were both viable outcomes of me driving. Well, not crashes. I'm a safe driver, but I just get like really flustered sometimes. But all went well. Figured out the wipers, figured out the car, eventually figured out how to turn on the Bluetooth to the car. It was good. All right, I think we can remove this just so we can is on. Working in the coal mine. That song's stuck in my head now. What color is Decker's pants? He has like a dark brown pants we can use. We'll use some dark umber. Yeah, it did like snow for a little bit in North Carolina, which also was a little unusual for this time of year. Me running an event? Oh lord. It's gonna be fun. I'll have help, don't worry. But my my big goal is, because I was talking to Mike a bit, and I think I'm more of a niche of kind of like, I want to do some competitive events, but also I think I have room that some other cons don't have for some more creative or different kind of events. So my goal is to have a giant, as the first day of the con, have a giant Helm's Deep scenario. Pretty much you have like two teams, and both teams go simultaneously. So all team one will just reveal all their, one order markers, and they'll be composed of good guys. In this big castle, there'll be a castle siege scenario, and then team two will have twice as many bad guys, and team one has to survive for X amount of rounds, and it's going to be fun. That's the thing I've been currently planning, is this big giant con based Helm's Deep scenario. Should make it where we can see through V and S3 stuff. I like VC stuff. I'm not too familiar with S3G. Is that's the superhero one? Yeah, it's almost a separate game at this point, and I think honestly a S3G event would be kind of fun though. I don't think there's ever been one. Maybe even a Heroes of Star Warscape event would be fun to run. Some of those kind of other formats that just don't get enough love. I could definitely see it. I imagine there'd be a day, like some event that was just running through the Swarm of the Morrow scenarios as like teams, kind of get into it, and then just a day filled with competitive events. Is my big picture goal. Nothing set in stone, but I would like to see it. I like the design of the superhero cards, like the S3G or whatever it's called. I like a lot of their designs. There's just so many, and there's so many like separate mechanics that it does feel like its own game, separate kind of from even what Heroscape is. I don't even know if they do stuff anymore. Do they quit, or are they still making stuff? But I like VC. I would like to see a VC match with just VC units. No contemporary, no. I think a fun event would be like a format where you have 4 matches, and each match you can only bring units from one kind of faction. Like, first one you can only do contemporary, second one is only renegade, third one is G.I. Joe and Marvel, and fourth one is, or maybe 5-inch. The next one is D&D, and then the last one is VC only. I'm actually not much of a scenario player, but I think there's room for scenarios to be played more on a competitive level. I think that hasn't been experimented with yet, and I think there's some room for it. I think if you had I just like different win conditions. So maybe not even full on the scenarios, because I don't think a lot of them are balanced. but just like I like having different win conditions. SouthCon had a really good event where they had like 7 formats in a pool, and you had to kind of like it randomly got decided between 3 after players marked them down. So you could do. I played this wacky game of Heat of the Battle at a competitive event, which was really fun. I played Capture the Flag. I played Fog of War, which sucked because I was facing granites. And they just got to the top of the tower and I could do nothing. But yeah, so I like different win conditions besides Kill 'Em All, because I think Kill 'Em All gets stale, and especially like 5 games of it. It's just that, or you have to have like weird army formats. It's just I like playing Kill 'Em All. I just like all their things besides that as well. I like that if you can be behind, you can pull a risky move and get ahead. I'm going to play your aliens from Alien versus Predator. That'd be pretty cool. I just want actual Alien versus Predator units, because I think that would be like the perfect. Someone mentioned it, maybe you mentioned it before, of Alien versus Predator units, and I have been thinking about that. I think that's a pretty good tie-in, because you have the potential for squads and uniques, and just reprint Queen Malatrix's power, and you get the Alien Queen. We're coming along with old Decky Boy here. Let's get him a warm white base for his gloves. It's an easy model to paint, but there are just some kind of like awkward areas to hit on this model too. Oh, there's only 2, but both are so good. I just think there's some room for some different types of things. I would kind of like it to be almost like of course there'd be like painting events, paint and takes and competitions kind of there. And there's some fun ways to do some different kind of con paint events, or they're almost tournaments in of itself. But I haven't fully explored that avenue of thought yet. I also want to have like Scape Jeopardy. I have a lot of weird ideas. It's gonna be a fun con. It's gonna be different than like Scape Con, because I haven't won enough games to justify making a sweaty competitive tournament, I'd say. I still want some competitive things. It's just some standard stuff. But straight cheese is like my least favorite thing to do. Do I sell anything on Etsy? I do have an Etsy store that's currently I need to reactivate because I switched cards. I forgot I owed 20 cents to Etsy, and so everything kind of got took down because I forgot to pay 20 cents. It's on my to-do list to bring it back, but mainly it's just t-shirt designs. I don't sell any painting or anything like that there, although I probably should. I just haven't really fully explored that avenue yet. But I have a lot of t-shirts and Escape merch, all handmade by me, on there that will be probably reactivated over this weekend with some new designs I've been working on as well, if I have time to finish them. But yeah, that's all I have. But if you want to rock some cool merch, that will be the place to get it. but in terms of painting, not too much. No. I don't. I get weird when it comes to selling painting. Like I'll do it for people, but it is definitely something that's just I. It's a hard as like an artist. It's hard just to put value on your work, or you feel like as another side of an artist, you just feel very self depreciating, and it's hard for you to put a proper value on your work because I also just enjoy it so much. So it's like, oh yeah, I enjoy painting. But I haven't worked out a good system of what to sell because Escape has kind of a certain level of threshold of what people want to pay for prices and what quality they expect, which I think Escapers typically would prefer more low-priced things than high-quality painted. So there's definitely a little bit. I'm trying to figure all that out there. Long way of saying kind of. It's even hard for me to do like 3D prints of Heroscape now. Not to sound pretentious, it's just like as like a painter, I'm like, I need a little bit more details. I want to do more. I'd rather spend 12 hours on one figure nowadays than an hour on 12 figures type of deal. But usually when I'm going to a con, I reopen commissions. Just because that's how I afford to go. The last several cons I went to were paid from people who needed some stuff done, so it works out. I'm a bad businessman, but I just enjoy it too much. Alright, add a layer of this ivory here. Hit the toesies. I do wish Heroscape bases, that at least the new ones, had a bit of like built-in texture on them, just to kind of make the bases more interesting. Alright, what do we want to do next here? Let's rummage. Paint the dragon live? No, that needs an airbrush. That is an airbrush project. If I even decide to paint it, I might like it just like this. But I guess he is slightly painted. I'll have to think about it. I kind of like the old style of that, of how it looks. But that would definitely be an airbrush project. Not a live, just simple brush paint. I don't have 50 hours of my life to put into that thing. Just for a base coat. we're just very thinly kind of blending this snoot with the rest of our mortally ambiguous boy here. Let's add another layer of this flesh tone. A little too wet. There you go. Stretch my back because it's getting stiff. Let's see here. Where did I put that white at? Alright, we're going to use a little white ink here. Now we're going to be putting some thin glazes on this. Pretty much we're just doing an undercoat. And just boosting up this green back here, making it a bit more textured. There we go, just adding this ivory to the shirt as well. It's kind of this little area right here by the drill that's tricky. Get out of focus. Let's make sure we're focused here. Which focus in all regards is usually the hardest aspect for me. Alright. And this is why I primed the model black. Is because I'm not going to be able to hit every single area, and I'll let the black primer be the shadows for me. the little belt straps going. Well, we might need a little bit of orange or yellow in this just to separate it. Just a tad bit to kind of separate this yellow. There we go. Visually distinguish it from the other browns present. Let's just do a base and build up. Yeah, these straps, just the way they're placed, are just kind of awkward. Not the biggest fan of them. Okay, let's make sure this is dry. Alright, so we got some contrast Iron Jaws yellow here. If you're painting yellow, try to use inks or contrast. You, of course, can use standard acrylics, but why hate yourself so? Let the paint do the work for you. Okay, so that sound coming through. And now we're just adding a little bit of highlights and texture to this. Little drill thing here. Make it catch the eye a bit better. And we're getting there. Piece by piece, brick by brick, we are assembling this decker. We're gonna get dark turquoise now. Should we do dark turquoise? Yeah, I think it'll be a bit brighter for this. Okay, and we are just this turquoise here. And get into raised areas. Cut the end at least up, guy. How was SaskCon? SaskCon was excellent. Welcome, just Ken. Yeah, no, it was really fun. I had a great time. I've had just great people all around. Went 9 and 17, so ended up towards the middle of the pack, which is kind of where I like to be. Wish I had a couple more wins. Had a couple games where I'm like looking back on, I'm like, oh, I was so close. I had one game that was capture the flag, and I had Tanukis right next to the flag, and all I had to do was either kill or throw one sacred band, and I had height, and I had the +8 initiative glyph, and I like psyched myself out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose initiative, so I have to do something something drastic to win this. And I didn't put it on the Tanukis, I put it like on some ninjas to try to assassinate Parmenio, who was also 5 spaces away, but I had to kind of split the ninjas between the end goal and Parmenio, and both attacks didn't go through, and then Parmenio won the game. And I was like, why did I do that? I freaked myself out. I'm so mad. But I mean, that's the one that hurt the most, because I was like, I could have won it. But other games were just, I don't mind losing. Like, I don't mind losing, but I don't like losing where it's like not even close. But I honestly haven't played like real life Heroscape at an event for so long. I've been playing online so much. It kind of like, it helps you play, but it does like, it almost shocks you out of the system. There's one map called Chronicle that if you look it up, it's just not my favorite map, and I kept on playing on it. It's just like a very small map with lots of roads, so like melee is up in your face in like turn 2, and it's not my favorite map. I played on that one a lot, but these are just the different nitpicks I haven't thought of yet. Nothing against the map builder or who made it. It's just the map didn't play into the the play styles I was trying to play it whenever I played it, so it always put me down. But it was a really fun time. It was just great. I'm glad that it became a Valkyrie trial, just so I could say I did a Valkyrie trial, and I just had a blast. It was just it's a lot more chilled compared to ScapeCon, because you don't have to be at the events. You know, like you have a place to go to afterwards. So we went to like trivia nights. Major Q23's place afterwards and hung out, or I went out to eat. I will say North Carolina has some pretty good food haunts. It's pretty good to eat there. So I went to some good restaurants, and overall, just it was a good restorative trip for me. I feel really good coming home from it, ready to kind of get back into the grind. Like battle at Sniper's Gate. Had something similar happen, except the opposite. It was, sure, I got the initial switch with the glyph and lost the switch, and then lost the game. It was rough. Yeah, see, I figured that would happen to me. I was like, but then I didn't realize, oh wait, I lose the game even if I win or lose initiative switch. And until I like after the game, I was like, oh wait, I should have just played aggressive, because either way I'm going to win. But initiative switch is like, whenever there's the +8 initiative glyph on the board, I will protect that with my life, because I'm such a bad roller. Like seriously, I can't roll to save my life. And it's not classy to blame lost games and rolls, but there were some games that were just pretty rough. And most games were just pretty average in terms of dice, but it was a fun time all around. I would definitely go back. It'll be harder to go back just because of the distance. It was weird traveling traveling light, um, as I usually like pack every figure I own and my paints and everything. And for ScapeCon, for this I had to kind of like select what I was going to do, which was tough because some things I was like, oh wait, I probably shouldn't have played this, but I didn't want to scavenge around for other figures, so I just kind of played them, and I definitely was like, oh, I should have played the new idea I had late last night. But it was I learned a lot. I'd say in the phase of I am in competitive Heroscape, I'm trying to make a lot of mistakes as possible, and I'm trying to lose a whole bunch. So I'm not sad by losses. I like wins. Wins are always nice, but I'm trying to learn from my losses and trying to see how do I like grow from this, and how do I become a better player? And since there's such a high density of great players there, I really learned a lot. Like, there's no shame in asking how could I have won this? Or what do I need to do better? So I learned a lot about just development and like I have pretty strong fundamentals. I know like how the game works and what you're supposed to do, but I just don't have a lot of experience playing commons. Like it's a weak point of my playstyle. Like you put me in like in a heroes only format, and I'll do pretty good because I'm pretty good at like managing order markers, and it's just kind of knowing where to go and when to deploy, and that's the area I'm working on now. But all that to say is it was really fun. Going to ScapeCon and OriginCon 2026. I plan on going to ScapeCon this year for 2 days, make it a 2-day visit. I won't be able to do the whole time. Gen Con is up in the air. Most likely not, just because it's a big trip. And I don't know. I'm back and forth. I would like to go to all cons, but there's a point where time off and funds do have to meet reality. So that's the sad part. I am going to try to see if I could go on like a paid volunteer role or like an assistant role for Gen Con. See if I can do that, be more just helpful than play the games. Because really I just want to kind of, like, I wouldn't mind playing the World Championship and nothing else. But I know that takes days. But like, just even being around it at Gen Con was so fun. The problem is all the cons are fun. There's not like a con I wouldn't go back to. And that's unfortunate when there's so many good cons happening. You have to definitely make some choices. Yeah, Gen Con is super expensive. Yeah, I think it's going to be a rare event for me to go to Gen Con. It's also just so much people. Like, I honestly like the smaller cons of 100 people or less. The 70,000 plus people is just a little bit for me. If we're being perfectly honest, I was a little overwhelmed about 50% of the time. I had a great time, I had a fun time, but it's definitely overstimulated in some parts. And there's so much extra stuff. I would just want to. I like seeing games, and I like playing, but really I just want to play some Scape or be around Scapers. So it's a little bit extra money just to do something I can do a lot more concentrated elsewhere. But I do like meeting the Renegade staff, and I do like seeing people from all over the world. It's just tough. If I want to buy it like the Valk Trials or something, or a store championship, then I may reconsider or just do a couple days. But odds are no Gen Con for me this year. Unfortunately. I wish I could be like some people who just go to everything, and but I got a pretty busy life here at home that even me being gone for a couple days, I have a lot of catching up to do. We're using a gray blue just to add some light refraction and some colors here. Do a little bit of edge highlighting. We'll definitely tone this down. With your con, you can allow 3D printed stuff? Of course. I'm pretty nonplussé about that. I mean, for classic, definitely. I mean, I don't necessarily approve of printing Renegade stuff, but I'll allow proxies. I don't care. Now, it's all in the works. Nothing has been finalized, but I do have some unique... My parents own an event center on their property, so I have location locked down already. It's more just time and getting some people to... You want a good crowd of people to show up. I have a pretty good relationship with a lot of Heroscape creators, so I'll be and I have a little bit of background in like marketing and stuff like that, design, so I can get people to know about it at the very least. But I think it'll be a fun one, a different one, but still one worth driving to if you have to drive. But if you look at like the maps of events in Kansas or like the central U.S., there is not much going on. It's a pretty dead, at least in terms of organized scape zone. I know there are players scattered around, but I think it'd be really nice to have some scape players have a little bit of unity and a place to go. Do it like around October, Spooky Scape. Ooh, don't tempt me. I like Spooky Scape a lot. Problem is, October is a pretty busy month for me because of Halloween and National Heroscape Day. I was thinking more middle of the year, like March or April. Also, October in Kansas can just be bitterly cold, so you want it a little bit nicer. So we're getting there. We're getting some color on this model. Good, because I can't afford the Classicscape. I work at McDonald's. Yeah, no. Classicscape, print as much as you want. I firmly believe that if there's no legal way to buy something, then piracy is not a crime. Like, that means you're off probation then. Yeah, I mean, I like spooky stuff, so I just don't know if October works well for me. October is traditionally my busiest month of the year, besides like summer months. But I'll figure it out. Like I said, this is all brainstorming. I don't know the details yet, and I'm not the best at details. So I have to get some more people to to join the team, so to speak, to help with the proverbial details. But my goal is to call it Scape Central. Have it smack dab in the middle of the United States. And I think it'll be a fun time if I can get it going. But it'd be nice not to have to fly places to go to an event for me personally, or drive 8 hours. Just have it right here in my town. Let's see, I need a good dark. I'm gonna make this silver. Got some friends you hook me up with. Got a Discord server as well. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into it. Like I said, this is just just an early brainchild. So once I have more of an idea of when I even actually want to do this in details, I'll definitely be hitting the rounds and taking any lead I can find. So I'll definitely ping you when I know what I'm doing. But I think it'll be fun. There would definitely be some pretty good surprise support there at Escape Central. I want something dark for this, just maybe a standard blue. Just to blend these down a bit more. What do you think of the cat I painted? Let's see, where is it? No, I really like the cat. My favorite part is the wings here. I like the kind of the lava gradient type of detail on the wings. I think that's my favorite part of the whole cat. But no, I like the color scheme and the design of it a whole bunch. It's a good cat. You just need people to plan, or just people to commit to making the trip. Both probably. Yeah, both probably. I need probably a team of TOs and people to fill in holes I don't have. And my goal is to see if I can get some of my content creator friends to agree to show up and arrive. Just because I think it'd be fun to go to an event that was kind of my ultimate goal is to have it kind of be like because I have a lot of live stream production experience, so it would be almost more like kind of walkthroughs and updates, so you'd be able to kind of pop in on games and see the event. And for people that couldn't make it, to really feel like they can kind of experience it, kind of like some other things too, like kind of walking tours. So have someone just kind of walking around and say, "Hey, what's going on?" Like almost like a reality show. Like, "Oh, what's going on here? What are you working on? Tell me about your army." Like kind of a little bit more interviews with players and people and stuff like that. A little bit more interactive with the online community as well. Who knows white for the plate mail because it looked cool? Yeah, I like the white on it. Some little white highlights. It's very nice. And we're just doing a bit of edge highlights here. If you go to keep, you have to play an army and upload it to YouTube. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. I've been wanting to just do some army play videos, so I can definitely do that. 'Cause I do want to keep it because it was sent to me. I'm sentimental that way. I don't get sent lots of things, so I'll probably keep it and play a game with it for you. I have like a little sentimental shelf of things that people have given me throughout the years, and I'll definitely go on that. Let me see if I can, or just things that. Your thoughts on the custom Marsu Ice and Wine figure at Saskon? Oh, was that Master Roshi's? I'm trying to remember what it looked like. I just know Master Roshi does excellent design, and is a good painter in his own right. But I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of it here. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I got another spammer. They're just flocking in. I need to get a moderator on my Discord. I'll put that on my to-do list. The to-do list grows ever longer. I don't use the Discord that much. Mainly for people to talk to me. But I do think it'd be worthwhile to figure into that. But I'm getting distracted again. But Master Roshi is kind of a madman. He's painting his figures with like on his hands like this, with just like craft paint, and they turn out pretty good. So I have nothing but respect and props to both his 3D modeling and his design. They're always a highlight of every con the prize support is for. I just can't remember what it looks like, though. All right. I think we are going to put a little wash in this, and then we'll worry about highlights and some other things at another time. But overall, this is, I mean, you can show up with a decker like this, and he's not hard to paint. And I think he looked pretty fine. I got some cleanup to do on him, but I think I am running out of steam. I'm still kind of con-brained, staying up to 3, 4 every night, and then going to sleep waking up at like 7:30 in the morning. We'll definitely do a little bit of a number on you. Getting too old to party like that. But, I mean, I wouldn't change it. I have painted a lot of Death Knights in my time, too. We're using this strong tone to kind of give him kind of a greasy, dirty look for his clothes and outfit. Now, he definitely needs a little bit of cleanup here, but that's fine. I'm always discovering just new areas on Decker that I'm like, oh wait, I completely not hit this part. Want a little texture to the fur to make it pop. And then we'll add some secondary highlights just to really finish all this up. For now, we'll put some wash, dirty them up a bit. Looking a little bit too clean for a underground mole man. And you definitely want me to paint up shiny Pokemon fish for Heroscape. I think I did paint a shiny Magikarp version. I know for one of the streams. It came out all right. Towards the end, I was getting a little tired of painting gallery, just getting some color on the model. Okay, I think it was just a good stream just to catch up on everyone. Got Decker started. We got some base colors done on this guy, and we got to open up a bunch of cool stuff. So overall, I'd say a pretty good stream. Oh God, he's under the miner. The underminer, yeah. I may be always under you, but nothing's under me. Yeah, you gotta love the underminer. I forget what his colors are, but I don't want to start talking about Incredibles 2 because I'll get really angry. But I thank you all for watching. I keep on saying it, but we got stuff in the works. Filming is about to begin on a video I've been working on for a couple months, and scripts are all written, which I used most of my SaskCon time for, so we are looking to say a good spot here. And I'm going to be snowed in for 3 days, so to avoid cabin fever, let's get some stuff done, and you all have a great rest of your week. Thanks so much for watching, and bye. Gray and brown mostly, yeah.